Welcome home, honey. Did you give me some sunchokes from the garden? Honey, those are sunflowers, not sunchokes. It's okay, baby. Let me go ahead and take you to this class. You ready? Is you ready?
I know that life may seem a bit strange at times, but through all of the pain and confusion, you have to remain divine. Do all that you can do to heal and change inside. Know and understand that even flowers have to endure the rain at times.
Peace, family. How are you? Welcome to class. So my energy is pretty low right now because the circumstances I'm in and where I just tried to record and how I tried to record. I don't want to say it was a waste. I'll say it was a lesson, but how I'm feeling right now, in the midst of me calming down and taking it was a waste of my time. And I'm on a schedule. I have things to do. And yeah. But welcome to class. It's gloomy outside today. So yeah. Just trying to be the sun. You feel me? The clouds are trying to dim my light, but I'm still gonna shine. You're still gonna see the clouds. Be sure that you have your notes out and you have your pencils and you're taking notes, okay? I don't know if you can tell, but guess what we're gonna be talking about today? Let me hear you say it. You close. You close. If you said sunflower, you are close. All right, so we are going to be talking about the Jerusalem artichoke. It's the tuber of a sunflower. So tubers are a much thickened underground part of a stem or rhizome, serving as a food reserve and bearing buds from which new plants arise. So tubers are defined by their nutritional value to either the plant itself or us. If you want to know more about that, you can look that up. Once they're planted, they do grow over and over and they can become invasive. So that's just a note for us new gardeners and any gardener who doesn't know. The Jerusalem artichoke, aka the sunchoke, aka the sunroot, aka my favorite name for it, earth apple. I just think that's so beautiful. It resembles ginger root in appearance. I honestly think that's one reason why I was so attracted to it, because I love ginger. It's like probably my number one favorite herb, not gonna lie. Potatoes, and I like to find new alternatives because potatoes are great. They come from the ground, but they have a high GI. Earth apples do not. They have a low one, so it's good, okay? If you want to learn more about GI and the GI index, research that, because you will find ways to incorporate this into your diet or even just a loved one's diet or a stranger's, you know? You'll learn the benefits of an herb and you can use them. All right, so the taste is, in my opinion, it's interesting, pungent, it's earthy, and it's sharp. I suggest that we expand and explore our palate, because there's nothing like being able to eat any food that comes from the earth and being able to pull these nutrients from different varieties of food. So I believe that's definitely important, and I do encourage you all, if you don't yet, to practice expanding your palate. And also, it's definitely time consuming, but that's where the discipline, etc., comes in. So when you're committed, when you're ready, when enough is enough, all you have to do is Google Jerusalem artichoke recipes. You can Google what tastes good or what type of seasoning should I use with Jerusalem artichokes, and then honestly, you play around, especially if you cook. I'm pretty sure you know this, but just playing around and knowing what different seasonings taste like and knowing how to combine them with certain flavors, or just experimenting. Like, food is an art. It's so dope. Other tubers we eat, just so you can be familiar and be like, oh, that's a motherfucking tuber. Yams, burdock, and salsify. Earth apples can be eaten raw like ginger root. All right, so on to its nutrients. I'll go ahead and say this. So the sunflower is yellow, which is our solar plexus chakra, located above our sacral chakra. It's our willpower. It's our divine energy. It's the sun, okay? For intent, before you eat your artichokes and as you're cooking your Jerusalem artichokes and your sun roots, your sunchokes, whichever you prefer to call, they're all wonderful names. I have divine energy. My earth apples are filled with divine energy. Okay? Also, since we are talking about energy, they are great for a steady energy level. So even if you need a quick boost, it's not gonna like pume, but it's gonna give you that steady energy level that you need throughout the day. So it contains inulin, which is a type of fiber. And if you don't know, a fiber is a type of carb the body cannot digest. It helps regulate the body's sugar use, helping to keep hunger and blood sugar in check, which makes this plant, this tuber, this lovely fine food great for diabetics. Okay, so it promotes gut health and it's a good bacteria. Inulin nourishes gut microbes, eases constipation, and helps store magnesium and calcium. If you want to know why we need magnesium and calcium, look it up. Okay. Oh yeah, unlike other tubers like potatoes, they help lower blood sugar levels. So they're really good as a substitute. And like I said, just expand your palate. If it's too earthy for you, if it's too sharp for you, if it's just way too interesting for you, like allow it to grow on you. Mix it with other vegetables. Dip it in some, like, sauce it up. Get some barbecue sauce. So it may produce gas, which leads to bloating, of course. All those side effects depends on your metabolism and the type of Jerusalem artichoke or anything you eat that can cause bloating, that does typically cause bloating. So what you want to do with foods like that, not just Jerusalem artichokes, you want to incorporate them in your lifestyle in small amounts, because you want to see how these new things are affecting your body. And even with anything that you do eat, but if your body's not immune to these types of foods, or if you just never had this Jerusalem artichoke before, you want to see how your body reacts to it, so you know how to incorporate it into your lifestyle, especially if you're using it for medicinal purposes. Okay, you can eat it raw, like I said, but definitely try eating it cooked first to like prevent so much bloating. And also, in order to bypass all of these side effects, it said that cooking your Jerusalem artichokes for over 12 hours at degrees of 196 Fahrenheit, 194 Fahrenheit, it will help bypass that. So interesting, definitely makes sense, and definitely will try one day. But who's gonna leave that on for 12 hours? Like, who's gonna leave the oven or whatever on for 12 hours? Maybe I'm just an amateur at this and need to figure out a more, I don't even know what word I'm looking for, but another way to do it than to keeping a stove on, an oven on for 12 plus hours. That's just kind of, maybe I'm just lacking information. So I definitely will research that. And when I have an update, I will definitely share it in an upcoming video, in an upcoming class. It's also a source of iron. And iron is needed to make healthy red blood cells and transport oxygen around the body. So that's what we need iron for. It's also rich in essential amino acids that our bodies can't produce, so we must get them through our diet. So let's see how to pronounce these. I'll just name them for you all.
Taurine.
So you have taurine, methionine, homocysteine, and cysteine. These amino acids help connective tissues stay pliant, Connective tissue includes the cartilage, blood, and bone, and it occupies the space between other types of tissues all over the body. All of those amino acids contain sulfur, which supports the liver in its cleansing activities. It is definitely important to cleanse our organs. It contains copper and is high in potassium, which is beneficial for beings at risk of high blood pressure. So if you have high blood pressure, or you know someone who has high blood pressure, or they're like on the edge, definitely introduce yourself or them to incorporating Jerusalem artichokes in their diet. A cup a day. I'm not sure how it would do with a cup a day. Let's see. I'm gonna just say 3 times a week, maybe every other day, 1 cup. And potassium can work to reduce heart disease. It also contains vitamin B1, also known as thiamine, which is essential for a healthy functioning of the nervous system and muscles, which that definitely correlates with the amino acids helping the connective tissue. So being more pliant and less stiff. Back to the GI.
Glycemic index.
Okay. The glycemic index is anything less than 55 is good. Anything ranging from 56 to 69 is medium, and anything 70 and above is bad. So potatoes are in the bad. Sunroot is an 11 glycemic index. So yeah, they boost your immunity. And also research says fructans and inulin may act to stop the growth of cancerous tumor cells in the colon. We need a clean colon, healthy gut. Okay, we've been focusing on the gut. Today we're focusing on the gut. Okay. Inulin helps the microflora in the gut to relieve blood pressure. I pray that y'all enjoyed this class. I look forward to seeing you in 2 weeks. If you have any questions, if there's a certain herb, a certain plant you would like for me to teach and to go over, just let me know in the comments. Yeah. Peace. Thank you for watching. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, please. And share my videos with someone that you think would really enjoy them, okay? Even if you don't. And be looking to more of me.